Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I'm filming a long overdue Empties video. I used to film this style of content like once a month here on the channel, but honestly, it got a little bit repetitive, so I took a pause, and I think my last Empties video was like 4 months ago. Since then, a lot has happened, and I've got to the bottom of a whole lot of products, so I've got a lot of empty tubes to share with you today. I really love Empties videos, because I think, you know what, in this world, we're all quick to judge. A couple of uses, and we'll declare a product a holy grail or a total fail, when in truth, with skincare, you have to be in it for the long haul. So I think when you've fully finished a product, that's when you can give a true opinion on whether it worked well, the benefits you can get, and ultimately I'll be sharing with you whether I'm going to repurchase or avoid these products in the future. I want you to sit back, relax as we talk some skincare. Empties. Now, I've got a lot to get through in this video, so I am going to cut to the chase, but before I do, I'd love to know what your recent empties are. So make sure you sound off in the comments section below and let me know, are you going to repurchase them or avoid them in the future? If you'd like to see more empty style of content and me bringing this back as a regular feature, then let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up and a like. It supports me and the channel so much, and you know it, guys. I would love you forever. But without further ado, shall we cut the waffle and delve into some of these empties? And first and foremost, I'm going to bring you two cleansers. We've got the Jelly Joker Cleanser by Geek and Gorgeous, and we've got the Vichy Normaderm Phyto Solution Cleanser. Both of these, as you can see, have been used to the very last drop, and honestly, they both worked really, really well for me. I'd say the Jelly Joker Cleanser, which has been a firm favourite of mine for the longest possible time, is great for just about all skin types. It's very lightly foaming, so if you like that foaming sensation with the cleanser, but you don't want one that'll strip and dry the skin, this could be a really great option. With the Vichy one, I think it's much more applicable for people with oily, acne-prone skin. It is slightly stripping, but you know what? That can be a benefit if, like me, you wake up as a grease slick even early on in the morning. This one does have menthol in, which I like. It kind of gives that little bit of a wake-up call on a morning, a little bit of cooling and tingling to the skin. However, you should be aware that menthol is one of the most irritating ingredients out there. So if you have any skin irritation or sensitivity at all, I probably would avoid this one, though I personally actually quite enjoyed it. In terms of will I repurchase either of these, yes to the Jelly Joker Cleanser. Honestly, this has been a firm favourite of mine for years. And whilst I am increasingly reaching for my own cleanser, which is this, the Mad About Skin Gentle Jelly Cleanser, because I just find it a little bit more hydrating. For those mornings where I'm super oily, this just does it, and it's everything I need in a cleanser. I won't be repurchasing the Vichy one. It's not because I didn't enjoy it, I absolutely did, but I don't want to get a little hooked on that menthol because I think it could lead to sensitivity down the line. Also, Vichy have committed to being entirely cruelty-free this year, which is why I tried this product to kind of line up a review for when they make that announcement. However, they're not currently entirely cruelty-free, which is why I won't be repurchasing this one. I wanted to try it out for that future review, but until they go cruelty-free, I don't want to invest any more of my money in them. So this won't be one I repurchase, but who knows down the line? It certainly was a good cleanser. Now, there was two products which I classed as the bougie, luxury and extra skincare category that I've been using in the past 4 months, and honestly, I've had to think really hard as to whether I'm going to repurchase, and it's these two. This is the Blemish Promise Keeping Facial by Allies of Skin, and these are the Bro Mask Eye Patches by Jackson Lane. So both of these worked so well. With the high price point, I was kind of hoping they wouldn't, but they did. They really delivered, and that's why I'm kind of in two minds as to whether to repurchase. Let's start with the Allies of Skin Facial. Honestly, this is ridiculously expensive. I think I paid £80 for this, but you put this on the skin before you go to bed, you wake up and every zit on your face is like halved in size. It also guarantees a good skin day. Your glow game is on point. You're hydrated to the gods. It is literally like a facial in a tube. And I'd say you probably get like 20 applications out of this. So yes, £80 is really expensive, but for a guaranteed good skin day the next day, when you break it down through 20 uses, you know what's that, like £4 a use? It's still a lot, but it's not actually that bad when you kind of, that's how I'm justifying it anyway. I think I am going to repurchase this. As much as it pains my wallet to say that, I think I am going to repurchase this and just maybe use it on those days where, again, maybe I'm a little bit more acne prone than usual, have a few more breakouts going on. This just really helps tackle that, so I think I am going to repurchase. I'm also going to repurchase the Bro Masks by Jackson Lane. Now, these I save for that special occasion when I need my under eye game to be like through the roof and on point. I'll pop a couple of these on because hands down, these are the best eye masks I have ever found. They have everything in here. Like, if I read what they've got here, you've got Bakuchiol, great for anti-aging. You've got niacinamide, fantastic to just brighten the under eye area. Caffeine to get rid of dark circles and puffiness. Collagen, which is just going to boost and plump out the area, hydrate you as well. Peptides, which are fantastic hydrators and anti-aging. You've got green tea as an antioxidant, and you've got some licorice to brighten the skin. Like, It doesn't get better than that as a formulation, and yes, these work out about £3.50 each, which again, not super expensive, but you know what, it's enough to make me just want to save them for those special occasions. If you know you've got a dinner out with friends, you've got some work meeting, you're doing a presentation, you just want to have your skin confidence boost, these are absolutely fantastic. I think they come in like packs of 5 or 6. I'm down to my last one, but I will be repurchasing. Now I've got 2 NIOD products that I got right to the very last drop off. This is the NIOD Survival 30, and this is the NIOD Photography Fluid Opacity 12. Why do all of these products have such long names? It's like tongue twister time. Now, these 2 products both delivered, absolutely adored them. I think Survival 30 is one of my favourite antioxidants with a built-in SPF protection of 30. Fantastic. I also love the photography fluid, which is kind of, I'd say it's more makeup than skincare. I'm wearing a little bit on the high points of the cheeks. It just gives a little bit of a glow, a little bit of a luminosity, but it also does some colour correction, meaning if you want a little bit of an instant glow up, but you also want to tackle some redness in the skin, this is a really great product. So in terms of will I be repurchasing, yes to the opacity fluid. This, game changing. I bought this one in the NIOD sale, so back in November, so it's lasted like 3 or 4 months, which isn't too bad when you think of the price point. It's one of the cheaper products from NIOD. Definitely, it's like a really nice skin fix, and if you want like a no makeup day, just something to like boost your confidence without looking like you're wearing makeup, this is it. It's glow in a bottle, absolutely fantastic. I'm not actually going to be repurchasing the NIOD Survival 30. Now, hear me out. That's not because it's not a fantastic product. It absolutely is, but I've discovered so many amazing sunscreens that I'm just really keen to use and get through that I don't think I want the sun protection in this. I'm going to switch to the NIOD Survival Zero, which is just a plain antioxidants, so fantastic, and then use my favourite SPFs on top of it. That's the way I can get rid of some of the SPFs I still have to use up, but also help me to discover some of my favourites. Because this is a slightly higher price point, I don't use enough of it when I apply it to really be a full day-long SPF protection, and obviously you don't want to reapply it because again, that higher price point. So I've decided the best for me and my budget and skincare routine is to reach for the NIOD Survival Zero, which is a game-changing antioxidant, and then use a much more affordable sunscreen on top. That works for me, but it's all personal preference. This is still an absolutely fantastic product. Now let's come on to 2 hydrators that I finished up. Now, I'm a little bit lazy when it comes to hydrating products, be them serums or toners, and I do switch in and out a lot, so it's quite rare for me to get to the very last drops of any of them. But 2 broke that rule, and this is the V-Green Nature Mucin S Toner, and this is the Stratia Liquid Gold. Now, I think I've cheated slightly because there's very little amount of this left, so it's technically not full empty, but I will use this in the next week. And the Stratia Liquid Gold is literally down to the very last pump. I will definitely be repurchasing both of these. Stratia Liquid Gold, game changing. If you have any impaired barrier function, you have like rough textured skin and you want something to just hydrate, smooth and soothe, this honestly is the best barrier supporting moisturizer I've ever found. If like me you're super oily and acne prone, actually this is like a barrier supporting serum and a moisturizer in one. If you're a drier skin type, you might want to put a moisturizer over this. Kind of it'll be trial and error on what your skin needs on the day, but this, I think I'm on tube like 7 now. Honestly, I won't be without it, even though it's a little bit expensive to get here in the UK because we have to import it. In the US, much more affordable, but honestly, holy grail. And the reason I love this is because snail mucin is something that people absolutely adore. It's the snail secretion and slime that's in just about every Korean skincare product. However, I just don't like the texture. I think it's like that mental block of knowing where it came from, the snails and the slime. It's not great. So I never reach for anything with snail mucin in because I just know I won't be able to get over that texture. So this is a really nice dupe and like an option for a snail-free vegan alternative. So this comes from wild yam extract and it has a very similar performance and outcomes in terms of the benefits you'll get, but it's entirely snail-free. So if like me, you just don't like the idea of snail or you're living a plant-based vegan lifestyle, this is the one that I would go for. I actually use this on the body rather than the face. Before I put my moisturizer on, I just put a couple of drops of this into the palm of my hand and work it over the skin. And I find it just dials up the amount of hydration and moisture that you get in the body. And it's just a really nice, inexpensive treat. I would definitely recommend this, either for the face or body, depends on what you need. And honestly, it's a fantastic snail-free alternative to that mucin that has taken the world by storm. Now, to end this video, I've got these products from 2 of my favourite brands, Geek and Gorgeous and The Ordinary. Let's do Geek and Gorgeous first. I already called out their Jelly Joker cleanser where I talked about other cleansers earlier, but there are 3 products that I got to the very last drop of when it comes to Geek and Gorgeous. It's their liquid hydration, their Stress Less serum, and their A-Game retinol. So, first of all, the 2 that I'm going to repurchase, Stress Less Serum and the retinol. This is like the very best over-the-counter retinoid you'll be able to find. Super affordable, all your anti-aging needs in one product, and honestly, it's game-changingly good. To get the equivalent formulation from other brands such as Medicate, you're looking at paying like $100. This is $15. Like, that price point is what sold me and why I buy it time and time again. One pump like this will probably last me like 2 months, so actually, even though it's a beautifully low price point, you actually get a lot of product for your money. It's in an airtight pump, super easy to use. Without doubt, I will be repurchasing this. The same goes for the Stressless serum, which as you can see, I've got like maybe one use left in this. So the reason I love this is I use it as my buffering serum between some of my low pH ingredients and my peptides. I talked about this in a recent video where I shared like how to use your peptides in your routine. I'll leave a link to that video up there. I call this out as being the best buffering serum out there, and it definitely is. Not only does it restore and rebalance the skin's pH, but it's also packed full of beta-glucans, which are oat derivatives that are going to help calm, soothe any redness and inflammation, but also hydrate you to the gods. Everybody can use this because it's applicable for all skin types, and honestly, you will absolutely adore it. Definitely want to check out if you haven't already, and I usually put like 2 or 3 on because one bottle will last me like a month, but my skin just drinks it up and loves it. Now, the liquid hydration I adore, and this must be bottle like 8 of it. However, I'm not going to be repurchasing this one, and there's a simple reason why. I actually just prefer the Stressless serum. I'd say if you're looking for a toner rather than a serum, you can kind of use these two interchangeably. Okay, they're not exactly the same ingredient profile, but they deliver that balancing pH, they hydrate you, and they calm and soothe the skin. So they kind of have the same outcomes, they just get there in different ways. I prefer a serum. It's a little less messy than a toner, which is what this is. So I'll be buying the Stressless, and I probably won't repurchase this. But don't let that fool you. It's still a fantastic product, and one that I definitely recommend if you're looking to boost your hydration, calm, soothe, and rebalance the skin. Now, to end the video, we're going to talk The Ordinary. I've gone through a bit of an up and down love-hate with The Ordinary. At one point, like 90% of my routine came from the brand. Then it got down to like 1 or 2 products. I'm kind of on a little bit of an upward angle at the moment with the brand, and I'm loving so much that they have to offer. So here I've got the Azure solution, which, like I said, I am desperately low on, but I have already ordered, so will be coming. I've got salicylic acid solution, and oh, well, this is the Hylamide Sub-Q Skin. Technically not The Ordinary, but is actually from the same Decium family, so we'll just lump it into this section of the video. I'm going to be repurchasing all 3 of these, no questions asked. The reason I'm now back onto the Sub-Q Skin by Hylamide is because NIOD have pushed up the price of their copper amino isolate serum in the recent price rise. This means it is quite a lot more expensive than it used to be, and for me that means whilst I still love the results that I get from it and will still continue to use it, I like to use it interchangeably with the Hylamide Sub-Q Skin just to bring the overall cost down. I'll use the copper amino isolate serum in the morning and the Hylamide Sub-Q Skin on the evening. It means I get double the amount of time from the NIOD product, but I still get great results from this, which is why I am repurchasing it. The 2 truly ordinary products, the Azure line, yes. I must be on bottle like 50 of this by now, and I use this in like my anti-aging hack, which I shared in a recent video. I'll leave a link to that up there. Combining this and the Matrixyl together, it's like anti-aging perfection. Honestly, if you haven't already, try it. So many people have given it a go on the back of the recommendation and love it. You're missing out if you haven't checked that out. But the Azure line, core component of my skincare routine. Then finally, the salicylic acid 2%. I reviewed this and the anhydrous salicylic acid, and honestly, I cannot work out which I prefer. I like to use this as a spot treatment when I get a blemish, pop a little on it. Honestly, it halves the size of that zit in no time. I like to use the anhydrous solution, the oil-based formulation, on the nose where I get blackheads, but I also find that skin is a little bit dry and a bit flaky. The 2 together are great. You can kind of use them on the different parts of your skin depending on what your individual skin's needs are, but I'll definitely be repurchasing both of them because honestly, I just love to have them both in stock, and they're like both £5, so super affordable. So there you have it, guys. Almost out of breath. A whistle-stop tour of my Empties. These are the products I've truly used to the very last drop, and as you can see, I'm probably going to be repurchasing the vast majority of these. I know some of them are a little bit luxury and a little bit extra in terms of their price point, but I like to mix luxury and drugstore in my skincare routine. It's not really about the price point, it's about the outcomes that you're going to get and the formulations, and I honestly think you can get the same results from like Hylamide and The Ordinary as you can from like Allies of Skin. So it's all about working what's right for you. Hopefully this might have given you some inspiration for your own skincare routine, but I'd love to know your recent Empties, so make sure you leave me that comment below. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.